Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my Tailmon affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Poton Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipots Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. Want to show off your love for Tailmon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new Tailmon video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Friendly reminder to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Leave a like on the video, leave a comment in order to be able to win the Poton Store codes given out in every single video. Thanks so much to Poton Store for sponsoring that. And today we're going to be playing with AURORA Box. Now as you can see, there's plenty of different Pokemon. We have a wide variety of Pokemon, and that is because we want to cover pretty much every major deck. So we have Rhyperior, right? We have 2 copies of Rhyperior V, because Headrock Artillery just immediately 1-KOs Eternatus, right? That's the goal with Rhyperior V, just 1-KO Eternatus, that's the plan. Drill Run can also be very annoying by discarding energy, especially good against ADP, but the big focus is Heavy Rock Artillery. Unfortunately, we cannot power up with a single Welder, the attack, so that's something to keep in mind. We might need to set up 2 Rhyperior Vs, but we will definitely, it's good to hit for weakness, right? And we have the Aurora Energy to cover for the fighting energy cost because the rest is colorless. Now another attacker that we have to cover the metagame, especially Centiskorch and maybe Cinderace, right? Because apparently Cinderace VMAX is good all of a sudden and is seeing play. We have Milotic V with the Aqua Impact attack doing 10 damage plus 50 more for each colorless in your opponent's active Pokemon retreat cost, which is usually enough to 1-KO any of the fire type Pokemon, and I guess it's not enough to KO Cinderace VMAX actually, but it's definitely enough to KO the 3 energy retreat cost Centiskorch VMAX, unless they have some HP modifier, which is a possibility. And Hypno Splash is a nice attack, 150 on your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep, which it was only 3 energies rather than 4, but it's a good option to have in case you're in a pickle and you need to put them to sleep. Now we have Indeedee V with the Psychic attack. That's another way we can punish a big Centiskorch that's built up, but also it's really good against Mewtwo, of course. It's also not weak to Psychic, and that is a pretty big deal. But especially Psychic attack just punishes big energy attacks like Reshiram, like Mewtwo, hitting for weakness, so that's really, really powerful. And Watch Over heals 20 damage from your active each turn. You never know when that might be relevant, especially with the high HP Reshiram. Another option that we have here is Outrage, Flare Strike, and Double Blaze gives us access to a GX attack, can do up to 300 damage, not caring about anything. We also have Heatran for even further powerful bench damage, unlimited damage with the GX attack, Hot Burn GX, 50 for every fire attached. And we have Burning Road to have energy spread out, and then we go boom, bench, switch into it, and we're good to go. We also have Victini V, Energy Burst can punish high energy attacks. Spraying Flames helps us set up in the early game, along with Volt's Flare Starter. We do want to go second with this deck ideally. And we have Dubwool as well as an attacker with a Soft Wool ability to reduce damage, but Revenge Blast later on can be pretty devastating, especially if our opponent has taken 5 prize cards. Revenge Blast does 270 damage, which is enough to 1-KO GXs. Now we also have Vikavolt V as an option. Paralyzing Bolt can item lock. That can definitely slow down a lot of our opponent's decks that we face off against, like Blacephalon, like any Jirachi reliant deck. And we have Super Zap Cannon. It does take two lightning energy, so that's tougher to pull off, but it is an option we have against Inteleon decks, for example. And then support Pokemon wise, we have Dedenne, Eldegoss, and Crobat. Eldegoss, of course, to recycle Welders as much as we can. We have 4 Pokégears and 4 Welders to maximize our chance of finding them. And we have a bunch of energy. We have a bunch of fire, Giant Fire, and Giant Hearth, and we have a bunch of Pokemon Search right there. So let's jump into the ladder and see if we can get a good game or a couple of good games with AURORA Box, and we can hopefully hit a ton of things for weakness. Now, this deck definitely doesn't have a great plan against ADP overall, but we'll see. You know, we shall see what we can do. We do win the coin flip, so I'm going to choose to go second. Not the best start, however. Discarding fire energies and then reattaching them with spraying flames is almost as good as using Volcanion's attack. We are up against Centiskorch V. So that's where Milotic is going to come into play very importantly. So now I want to save this Aurora energy for Milotic, but my hand is also really bad. So this is the plan, okay? I'm going to Pokégear hoping for a Welder, and then I'll Welder the fire to the active. Oh, already we're seeing a problem. Already we're seeing a problem with that heat fire energy. Alright, so I do not find Welder at all. So yeah, this is not good. So I'm gonna have to Dedenne change here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Dedenne change. I do have the Milotic, but that's not the Dedenne Pablo. I do have the Milotic, but this is just not good. Do I even want to attach energy? I guess I do. Do I want to boss? Maybe that could be useful. Maybe I can boss. I might regret that, but I don't have high hopes of finding Welder here. And there's the Welder. I mean, I get to attach one energy, which is not terrible by any means. Absolutely not terrible by any means. I'll show them my Milotic. The issue is 3 retreat cost means my attack does 160 damage times 2. That's not enough to 1-KO a VMAX. So that is going to be a very, very big problem, right? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. This is definitely not like the best start by any means. Alright, so we just see a Welder, power up, just one energy, that's kind of good. So my plan might actually be to do a little bit of damage with Energy Burst, especially now that there's that second Heat Fire energy. And then we finish off with Milotic. Maybe that'll be the plan, but now we also have the task of finding another Aurora energy. Does have the switch. Okay, so I'm definitely Weldering to the active, that's for sure. And in an ideal world, finding an Aurora energy to attach to the Milotic. But I don't have high hopes for that. No energy attachment for them. Oh, they're playing Aurora energy too. That's ironic, but at least I get an attachment, right? I just need one energy. That's fine. Okay. I don't think I'll be needing Vikavolt. I think... So if that guy goes down... I think Dubwool seems like a good card. Well, no, never mind. What am I doing? I need to Dedenne change. What am I doing? Jeez, I was about to make a big misplay right here. So I'll do that, and then I will Dedenne change. I'm looking for an Aurora energy to threaten that guy. So I'm dealing 150. Yeah. Okay, no Aurora energy for me. So I guess I'll bench that guy. And then I'll go Energy Bursts. Yeah. Not looking great. Not looking great. I need an Aurora energy to be within the next 4 cards of my deck. My top deck and then my Welder. And if that isn't there... I mean, top decking a Fire or a Giant Hearth would actually also be useful, because then I could maybe... use Heatran and absorb energy and then take a knockout that way. I would need all 5 energy on it though, and then Victini becomes a threat. This guy has 360 HP. Yeah, so it's out of range of Reshiram even. Yeah, the only way I'm getting a KO is through Milotic. And so you can see the problem with this deck. You know, finding... Wow, that attachment makes no sense. Okay, well now I guess I Welder onto here. I guess he's hopeful that he's going to survive. So I have to go all in, right? It's all in on the Milotic. It's all in on the Milotic right here. Oh, what? What the heck? Okay, so Wow. That is insane. That is actually an insane top deck. Okay, odds were not in my favor to pull this off. Okay, so the question is, 4 energies on my Milotic do matter because of this. If I have 4 and then he has 3, he knocks me out. So I only welder 1. I only welder 1, because otherwise that Victini V could revenge KO me. Right? Otherwise that Victini V could revenge KO me. Alright, so then Aqua Impact. 320 damage would not have been enough had I not been able to attack with Victini. So really nice KO there. We're basically guaranteed to KO this Victini. If that comes out to attack me, we're also guaranteed to KO this. And then what I can do is welder onto this Heatran, and that's a really big threat, and that can KO any of these Pokemon, and we should be fine. Should be fine. Wow, Crushing Hammer, and so this is an Energy Denial Centiskorch deck. Energy Denial Centiskorch, which is not a bad concept, right? It's not a bad idea, for sure. We just see a straight up research. I mean, now this guy's doing less damage. Tails. So I get to Aurora this, and then Welder through Eldegoss. That works for me. Or, since we didn't get damaged, and he's powering up the Centiskorch, which is actually really scary, we go Aurora Boss, and then I imagine my opponent's just gonna go concede at that point. Discard that, I'll play that, and then no need to do anything else. I feel like I'd rather, like, I don't care if I give him access to Welder, I'd rather have access to the fire energies at any point, especially with the double Eldegoss. I just really want to have access to that. And now, my opponent could go Welder. Oh, maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, because if he attaches 4 energies to Victini, now I get KO'd. Oh, but then I can't just Welder to Reshiram-GX KO. So as long as I get to keep my hand, I'm fine. If I don't get to keep my hand, then I'm in trouble. Marnie is a good sign that we're getting to keep our hand. It comes down to Stamp. Stamp to 1 would actually be pretty problematic. Stamp to 1 would actually be pretty problematic. Yeah, there's a KO. There is a kill. Okay, so now we just go, yeah, Reshiram Welder KO. Because I can't Welder and Boss this in the same turn, right? So, but it's fine. Should be good to go. Discard that as long as I have a fire energy left, right? Which I do. So I go this, and then I go Welder, and Aurora Box is gonna take its first win right here. Touch and double blaze for the knockout. Nice. Interesting concept for my opponent for sure. Interesting concept, but we managed to take the win. Milotic V being the MVP right there. Took 5 prizes, did so much damage thanks to weakness. And our start wasn't looking too great, and then everything started working wonderfully thanks to that Aurora Energy magical top deck that we got. I've been getting pretty lucky top decks, right? I've been getting pretty lucky top decks so far. So that makes me happy. Yeah, that makes me happy. All right. Looking for another opponent. Looking for another opponent. And we win the gun flip, so we're gonna choose to go second once again. Ooh, yucky start. Very yucky start with a double Rhyperior. We are getting a mulligan. Okay, well, we're up against Pikarom, so I guess Rhyperior is not the worst thing in the world to happen to us. Although maybe it is, because maybe I'd want the 2 Rhyperiors available for later on. I feel like Indeedee could be good as a surprise Pokemon. Reshiram would also be good. Right, Reshiram would also be good. Not the best top deck. Okay, so now we're hoping to top deck Quick Ball, Pokemon, Volcanion, Stadium, any of those really help, right? Any of those really help. And even if I don't, like, just getting a Volcanion off of this welder would be fantastic. Would be really, really good. All right. So, Crushing Hammer discard, that's also very nice because our Aurora energies are super valuable. My opponent is going to go for... So, discarding that Pikarom, he's going to focus on Crobat, so the Indeedee is going to come into play. Yeah, the Indeedee will definitely come into play, I think. Stadium, very annoying. Because that means Giant Hearth is useless now. I mean, getting another Fire plus a Volcanion off of the next 4 cards doesn't seem unreasonable, I would hope. I would hope, right? That's gonna be for Mew 3, I guess. Yeah, there's a Mew 3, so Indeedee has to come into play. But with the Marnies and the reset stamps, it might be a little tough to pull off. Okay. I mean, that's useful, sure. Come on! What the heck? I feel like I have to, honestly. I just need to get closer to the Aurora energy at this point. Okay, well, no Aurora energy for me. Draw more with Crobat this turn? Yeah. Yucky draw off of the welder. Yucky everything. Okay, well we'll spread our energy with the next welder, I guess. I'm not super interested in one-shotting. I also have nothing guaranteed. Losing 2 switches is very rough though. When I have 2 Rhyperiors down, I could just end up losing to deck up. Or like, I don't know, it's just an option that my opponent probably should consider. Right? It's just an option that my opponent should consider. Or we can just get Marnied. Not super hopeful. Okay, well. I got the welder, I guess. Dubwool could also be important or useful. I'm out my Dedenne and the Crobat though, so we'll see. We shall see. Okay, that's actually really nice. Heavy Rock Artillery, you cannot use it the next turn. So do I just take a KO here on this guy? I feel like I should, right? Well, then I'm just gonna get paralyzed. Well, I'm definitely weldering to the active to give myself the chance. Can't believe I also lost 2 switches, like that's pretty impactful. I really don't know. Yeah, I think I just take the 2 prizes, honestly. I think I just take the 2 prizes right here. But that's well played. Okay, so... Yeah, hitting for 80 is fine. Well, I'm not even gonna hit next turn anyway, so yeah, I might as well take the 2 prizes. Because if I just remove the energy and then I still get paralyzed, then I didn't even get any value out of the Rhyperior. And that's not great. Okay, now I can actually go for the Indeedee, right? Now I can actually go for the Indeedee, power that up since I'm holding the Aurora. We'll see. We shall see. That's really scary, though. We do have to be careful. We know my opponent's playing Crushing Hammers. There's the paralysis. I wish Indeedee healed special conditions. Or I wish I had like Volcanion here or something. Anything. Okay, so I don't expect this guy to be useful. If I'm gonna welder, might as well do it to the Indeedee, right? Might as well. My opponent keeps saying well played. Only one fire? Yeah, not quite. Yeah, I'll get rid of you. I'll grab 2 of you. Go ahead and do this, and then if my opponent doesn't want to die here, they need to use the GX attack, but then I have boss. So I can chase this Mewtwo anywhere it goes. I just need to keep my energy. That's all we need here. I just need to keep my energy. That's why I didn't attach the Aurora, right? Because I'd rather lose the energy, because my opponent's still at 6 prizes. We have like a buffer turn at some point. So we see the switch. We see the speed. Why not attach the beat before you switch? I don't know. We see the hammer. It's a tails, that's good. And we see the research. So like, why not attach the speed before the switch? I don't know. You definitely switch before you research, but that's it's small, but it could come into play. You never know, right? You generally never know. Maybe my opponent might have preferred to go boss, paralyze the Indeedee, right? That could have been a plan. That could have certainly been a good plan. Well, not a good one, but a plan. Okay, so there's the Coco. And that is scary. So it's gonna be tough to take my last prize card. That's gonna be the big issue. Does my opponent GX here though? That's the big question. That is the big question here. Do they GX? They do Dance of the Ancients, which is correct. Oh, please tell me you only have 1 energy. No, you don't. You have both. So do they GX here? I assume they do, right? I assume they do. Paralysis is so annoying. And then losing 2 switches just out of the blue. I have no more Dedenne, no more Crobat. My one digging card is Eldegoss and Welder, drawing 3 cards when I have 24. I don't think I'm winning this. Okay, we just see the Tandem Shock, so I don't need to boss this turn, but getting the last prize is gonna be very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. This does allow me to go to thin, right, with with Giant Hearth, and hopefully find, well, I'm probably not finding my last welder, but hope dies last, right? Oof. So if my opponent has taken 4 prizes, that's not enough for Dubwool. I think I discard the Dubwool. I don't think the Dubwool is going to be the game-winning card. I think it's going to be this guy. Alright. Can I Pokégear? Oh, I find Marnie, actually. Oh, that's not bad at all. 3. It's dig, right? That's what we're looking for, dig. Just looking at more cards. Finding Welder. And finding switches, right? That's what I need. Finding switches. None of which I did find. I'm assuming I'm going to get stamped to 1. But I need these for potential welders, so yeah, sure, I'll Psychic. So we hit for a lot, but being down to 1 prize card, that's the issue. And that's why, I don't know, maybe it was a mistake to KO with Rhyperior. Wow, that's insane that I priced 2 Auroras and I had already, so it's pretty lucky that I found the other 2 so quickly, but it's pretty unlucky that I priced both of them. Okay, second Chaotic Swell, Crushing Hammer. She did promote the Raichu though. She did promote the Raichu, so now she needs a switching card to paralyze me. Yep. And I have no dig. I have absolutely 0 dig. I am super dead. I am absolutely super dead. Why wouldn't you promote the Dedenne though? That's a big mistake on my opponent. Why wouldn't you promote the Dedenne and then just retreat and paralyze me? I'm still gonna lose. Because I don't have any good top deck. Like I'm out my Marnie, if I top deck Welder, that's not good. If I top deck Quick Ball, it finds me Eldegoss, which is also not good. That's like, and now I definitely am not attacking. I mean, I appreciate the energy, I guess, but I'm definitely not attacking. See a retreat. We're gonna see a pass. No, did find the switch. Did find the switch. That's the last switch though. Okay. That's not horrible. Because now I can, whatever I top deck, I can Eldegoss Welder 1. It's still not good though, I'm still gonna lose, but my opponent has no more switches left. So the right play for her would be to GX KO, and then go boss KO the Dedenne. But she must be scared that if I do find Welder somehow, which is like pretty much impossible, and I GX KO Dedenne, then she's in trouble. So she chooses not to do that. But now I know that I cannot be paralyzed next turn. Right? I cannot be paralyzed next turn. Alright. I cannot be paralyzed next turn. Do I want Marnie instead? Nah. Come on, man. Well, I mean, this gives me Victini. Oh, wait, is this the perfect 3 cards? This gives me Victini. Oh my gosh. And I know I can't be paralyzed. Oh, but I'm just gonna get bossed and I'm gonna lose, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna get bossed. I'm actually just gonna get bossed and I'm gonna lose. Okay, if she only does 80 damage, well, I guess she still has attachment plus energy switch KO. So, okay, so I definitely do retreat. I don't know what to do with this though. Victini obviously no longer doing that. I think I have to keep this and then just go Eldegoss Welder next turn. Oh no, because now she... Wait, what? No, yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay, she had boss plus energy, switch plus energy, that's fine. Rough match for sure. It was always going to be difficult. Stamp was always going to be a problem. Generally knocking out that Bolton was a problem, but losing 2 switches was also a problem, because then paralysis was always going to wreck me, you know? So yeah, Aurora Box, difficult to justify playing it when paralysis is an issue and crushing hammers just take away your very valuable Aurora energies, and your attacks are not very cost friendly, if you will. That will be all from me. Thanks so much for watching. Comment, subscribe, like each video to have a chance at winning the code. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video.